host of the Gridiron.
Course, so wanted replacing this guy here. He made some history. And also, not only did he make some history, but he also is confirmed. Dave's confirmed that Daniel Jones will be the starting quarterback next week in Germany when we take on the Panthers. So we have once again well, Danny Dimes. Oh yeah. Now, he does do better on the road, right? So maybe we'll see some more points on the road. So we'll have to wait and see. Then again, we are going against the Panthers, so we might win that game. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But Daniel Jones, he made some history. With some unbelievable halftime stat line. I look at some of this stuff, and it's just like it's hard to believe. Daniel Jones became the first quarterback since 1991 to throw a touchdown while recording 0 passing yards in the first half of Sunday's game. In a rare statistical feat, New York quarterback Daniel Jones pulled off an unusual halftime stat line during Sunday's game against the Commanders. By halftime, Jones had completed 4 of 6 passes for exactly 0 yards. But somehow he still managed to throw a touchdown. According to NFL research, this makes Jones the first quarterback since 1991 to post 0 or fewer passing yards alongside a touchdown pass and a half while attempting 5 or more passes. The 3-yard touchdown throw to Chris Manhertz marked a significant moment for Jones as well. It was his first touchdown pass at home since 2022, meaning the Giants fans at MetLife Stadium witnessed something they hadn't seen in nearly 2 years. Can you just imagine? Just fathom that? Our starting quarterback hasn't thrown a touchdown pass at home since the 2022 season, almost 2 full calendar years. Now, I get it. Last year he was injured. I get that, but this is our 5th home game. It took him to the 5th home game to throw a touchdown pass at home. But despite Jones' unique accomplishment, the reaction was anything but celebratory. As Jones and the team headed into the locker room at the halftime, losing 21-7, they were met with boos from disappointing fans. It's clear that Giant fans are still hoping for a more consistent offensive performance. Oh yeah, I mean, it's absolutely. It's just tough pill to swallow. Here's a handful of stats that just about sum up the Giants' latest loss to the Commanders. At halftime, Daniel Jones was 4 of 6 with a touchdown pass. His first touchdown pass at home in 672 days. A quarterback rating somehow of 109.7 and 0 yards. His quarterback rating was 109.7. And he had 0 yards. Per ESPN, he's the first player to have a passing touchdown and 0 passing yards in the first half since at least 2000. The other article said since 1991. Granted, he accounted for 50 of the Giants' 142 rushing yards at the half, too, but that did not matter on a macro scale given they were losing 21-7. Things got a little bit better, obviously, right? From there, but the Giants dropped their second game to the Commanders. As the clock ticked down on the first half, an angry MetLife Stadium crowd booed their team off the field. Yep. I mean, he turned things around in the second half. Yes, Jones strung together some plus plays here and there, but they were rendered mostly meaningless due to his team's inability to execute. The first such incident came on the second drive of the game when Jones' excellent 24-yard quarterback keeper at the beginning of the series was canceled out by a terrible fumble, sparked by terrible pass protection from left tackle Chris Hubbard and a terrible throw attempt by Jones by the end of it. Yeah, wound up 174 passing yards, 54 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. So, but the thing is, I mean, Hubbard was out there, did not do maybe a particularly fantastic job, this, that, and the other thing, but it's like, I mean, we drafted a Zudu and a third round. We drafted him, and he's not good enough to be out there. Yeah, this other guy is. Yeah. Then we got Evan Neal, who for whatever life, I mean, as of right now, they're still strictly trying him at, I'm sorry, not left tackle, right tackle. You know what I'm saying? We had a Zudu out there, left tackle, and he was so bad. We drafted him, right, in the third round. I mean, our fifth round of McKeithen, we cut him, right? And as at Zudu, we had him at left tackle in a third round pick, right? And he was so bad, we put this other guy in there. And he ain't no better either. And then we drafted Neal, pick number 7 overall, right? And we can't even get the guy on the field. And I'm almost positive Neal played left tackle in college. I know he played guard. He played right tackle, but also I believe he played left tackle too. And we can't even get that guy on the field. It's like, wow. Yeah, it just goes to show you. I mean, that's why it's so important to hit on these draft picks. Because it's like, if like with McKeithen and Zudu and all, if they were, I'm not saying they got to be Hall of Famers or nothing, but if they weren't, if they were, reasonable, respectable, right? We wouldn't be having this problem. But we're drafting these guys, and when they're on the field, they're trash, or our coaching is trash, or whatever, or our scouting is trash, So I mean, that's it. But that one fumble, or I possibly took some points off for the Giants, board for the Giants. But all in all, after Daniel Jones, after the game was all over, he had the rushing touchdown, 2 passing touchdowns. His quarterback rating was very good. It was I say 20 out of 26. I mean, had a nice game, not a bad game. Of course, I mean, as I said that with the history. I mean, almost a couple things of history. I mean, one was almost 2 full calendar years in between touchdown passes at home. That's horrible. But also, as I said, the 4 out of 6 completed 4 passes for 0 passing yards, and somehow he threw a touchdown. Just absolutely mind-boggling. But once again, this is Giants football. Yeah, it's like every week, it's another loss, and it's like, what happened this week? It's never the same thing. Well, if we could stop the other team's running attack, we would have won all these games. Or I just keep saying, if our wide receivers didn't drop all these passes, we would have won. Or if our quarterback didn't throw 5 interceptions every game, we would. No, it's every week. It's like something different. Every week. And now we're going to be playing Carolina in Germany. Once again, you have no idea what you're going to get. Absolutely no idea. So, all right, guys, been 1 hour and 15 minutes. Whoever spent any time listening to me live, thank you. Or if anybody's going to spend any time watching a replay of this, once again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. And as always, you guys stay safe out there and go Giants. Woo! Oh, yeah.